Scream. How kill me.
Yes guys, so episode 1 of the prep series, 15 weeks out today from the Two Bros regional show, and then we are 16 weeks out today from the Italy show. So that's going to be my first attempt this year getting the elusive IFBB Pro card, but we'll get to that as the prep unravels really. So really looking forward to showcasing this whole process to you guys, and today it's going to be pretty big day. So we've got cardio that I'm going to go to do now. Talk about my morning routine with my cardio. I get my steps done as well, a certain amount of steps done with my cardio, and abs done. So this is usually done abs wise, well it is done 3 times a week. So within that, my cardio is every day, but my abs are 3 times a week. Just happens to fall on today, so we'll get that in for you. And as well then, later on we'll come back, feed up, then we're going into our back session this afternoon. So that's going to be a good one as well. Got one of my team coming down to train with me for that. So yeah, we'll showcase you a full day on prep 15 weeks out. Obviously we'll get a little bit of posing done post workout too. You can see where I'm at. We've got a decent amount of body fat to shift, but we've got obviously more than enough time to do that. It's been a very, very successful off season. We've added a lot of lean tissue. I'm currently sat at 99 this morning, 99.8 kg. Peak off season weight, we got up to like 106. I reckon 15 weeks, we're going to be looking in around, realistically, about 84, I reckon, on stage. We're going to be around that 84 mark. We don't really know. Obviously, we've got to see how the body responds. The body's already responding quite well. I'm feeling tighter, but at the same time, scale weight's gone up slightly this week, but this is all good. This is all good. There's obvious reasons behind that. Obviously, from what we've got laid out for the whole of this prep. So the response has been good. We're tighter, but scale weight has gone up a touch. So yeah, a good positive start here, and yeah, looking forward to showcasing the day. Now, there's a difference between cardio and steps. What I'm doing now is steps. But what I see so often is guys thinking that this is cardio. It really isn't. Cardio is getting your heart rate into a fat burning zone. For me, anywhere between from 130 to 140 beats per minute is what you should be aiming for. Steps here is just expenditure. Now your heart rate will more than likely elevate. You might be pushing around, I don't know, 90 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute. But this for me is still not active direct cardio. So just understand the differences between the two in terms of when you're calculating your steps and when you're doing your cardio, and making sure that you're doing your cardio with actual decent intensity and burning the calories required. You're not just going through the motions. It's probably one of the reasons why I see not many people get peeled, or when they're in a transformation phase, they don't get as lean as they could be because they're not putting it in on the cardio. So remember that. get me ahead of the game on my step count. So 20 minutes cardio done. About 12-13 minutes of steps just to get me ahead of the game on my step count for the day. And now we're going on to some ab work. So what I do, 5 sets with on the knee raise machine, 5 sets straight through on the abdominal crunch. I'm looking for around 12 to 15 reps each time. Very minimal rest period and just get a good strong solid contraction of the abs in the midsection. 3 times a week I'll do this. Takes me around 10-15 minutes to get complete. Someone's just died. Perfect. Oh no. Shit. Gotta get it perfect on here. It has to be 25. Yes. Sweet. Meal 1, 100 gram of oats, 25 gram almond butter, 30 gram protein. And then what we've got here is meal 2, chocolate fudge cake. Meal 3, carrot cake. No, I'm only joking. And I don't even wish I could eat that. Like, I'm a weird one. For me, when I'm on prep, like, you could chuck any kind of food in front of me and I genuinely wouldn't care. Like, we know some people get really food focused. Like, I think I've done that many shows now, I'm at the point where I genuinely don't care. I think you've always got to remember why you're doing what you're doing. And if you're at a point where you're on prep halfway through and all you care about is eating crap, then realistically I question, are you in it for the real right reasons? Because if the goal means that much to you, you should want to eat this stuff, because that's what's going to take you closer to your goal. So yeah, I always, don't get me wrong, you're going to obviously have cravings, like we're humans, I understand it, but that I don't understand the fixation with food when you are in prep, and the faster you can get out of that mindset, the better. Because I remember when I was doing my first shows when I was at uni, you're talking 2016, I was probably very food focused at the point where I'd post show, I'd definitely probably binge and probably eat stuff that I shouldn't eat. And when I was on prep, I was waiting for a cheat meal. I was waiting for when I could have one. But as soon as I got out of that mindset, the more and more I competed. One, the better obviously my results were, but two, the better was my mindset was when I was on prep. So yeah, those are actually for a family do on the weekend. So I won't be eating any of that shit for at least till I've done my comp, unless I get an off-plan meal. But even then, mentally I prefer high carb days as opposed to off-plan meals. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a weird one. I have programmed within that training structure. We do have some upper back work, which is going to be trap dominant. We're going to get a little bit of trap work in within our lateral raise movements. So final week of training this week, continue to go at it 100% full tilt. Then from there we're going to go into our recovery block next week, and then from there. Okay, so meal 2. This is my pre-workout meal. 125 gram raw weight rice, 100 gram asparagus, and 200 gram steak. So that's my meal 2 go-to at the minute. Fuel my workout. With that, I do have intra-workout carbs in at the minute. Macro breakdown for me right now is on a training day, 450 carbs, 60 fat, 250 protein, and then on a rest day we're just 100 carb less, so 350 carbs, 60 fat, 250 protein. So we're in it for myself. We're pushing into a nice deficit here, and I enjoy this meal. Really like it. Simple, effective, does the job, and I can eat it all day.
Impressed by everybody. It was hard to keep my eyes on one guy and focus on who's doing better, who made improvements. So that's why I want to do this show for you guys and talk about what I saw. Show you guys some photos, show you guys some videos. I'm not mad at all. I'm just extremely disappointed. For the last several months, I told them when we're testing it, I don't think this is going to work out well. I don't think this is.
So today's workout, back biceps at Ultraflex Rotherham. So yeah, obviously I've come straight from eating a meal. My pre-workout meal, around 45 minutes before training. For me, when I'm training back, I can actually have a meal quite soon, like before training. If I'm training something like legs, I do like to have it a lot earlier and have it around sort of 90 minutes to 2 hours even before training them. But yeah, with back we can go into the session straight away. So starting warming up with pullovers, and then I'll take you through the workout as we go. Okay, so exercise 1, single arm hammer strength pull down. Essentially a lat focused movement. I like to start all my back days with a nice lat focused movement. Sets up for the rest of the session. So with this, what we're going to be doing is just working at 2 sets. For me, I like to get the lighter set first on this one, get some blood into the lat, and then a heavy set second. So just want to highlight the importance of resting between your unilateral work. It's a new set. When you're going into your right arm to your left arm, whatever it may be, right leg into your left leg, don't rush between that. Because if you're not fully fresh, ready to go into working the other side, realistically not going to be performing to your absolute optimal ability. So it's important that you take your time between your unilateral work. You might need to take a minute, even a minute and a half between one side to the other. Take that time. Okay, so session-wise, what we've done, obviously, first exercise, as I said, lat focus. Second exercise went into like an upper mid-back focus movement, plus single arm, low row. A lot of the time I'll go double arm, but just with the machine here in this gym, I feel it far better going single arm. So that's why I go unilateral on that movement. Then from there, front chest supported row, pronated grips with that working the traps in the upper back. And then from here, we're going to go back onto another lat focus movement. Just a nice simple D-handle cable pull down. And then from there, we're going to go into a lower back focus movement after this. So we'll be pulling from the floor today with block pulls and then going on some arm work after. Okay, so a bit of a change of plan. We're going to add in another upper back movement. We kind of called it going into fifth exercise. I definitely feel like I got more in the tank here, 100%. So we're just going to chuck in 2 extra sets in, extreme low row. For me, my back is not really fully complete yet. My upper back is lagging compared to my lats. I just need a little bit of density in the upper back. So for me, it's going to not harm me doing a touch more. CNS fatigue-wise, minimal on these kind of movements when we're working such a short portion of the back anyway. that is back workout, number 1 of prep, ticked off. So obviously in terms of the structure, you can see we covered all areas of the back. You can see, so it's a full back workout that I'm currently undergoing. Manipulated a few different things, manipulated a few exercises. We've still got a full session in, so it was a good session today. Really, really good. Obviously you can see what a day in prep for me looks like. Now this is a weekend, so I only had a couple of kind of check-ins today, catch up for guys who checked in late yesterday. But for me, a normal day is very similar to that. It's just everything shifted a little bit earlier. So I'll be in doing my cardio for 6 a.m. I'll be getting my abs and cardio in. And then from there, I'll come back, meal 1. Then I'll have a huge work block. And then I'll be eating my pre-workout meal, go and train, afternoon, come back, post-workout, evening work, etc., programming, team calls, whatever it may be. And that's my day. I'll make sure, obviously, I get my steps in post-cardio and also in the evening time as well. But yeah, that's a day in the life of prep. It's as simple as that for me. I like to keep things as basic as I possibly can because basic's good. Basic, simple structure, simple days, they work well for me. Simple meals, everything, try and keep it as simple as possible because then when we want to manipulate things, it's very easy to make small changes. You can see with my meal plan, like, it's the same meals every day. What I'm having is the same every day. So when we need to make adjustments on the meal plan, we can make small adjustments. I'm not trying to hit certain macros each day, play around with thousands of food types just because I fancy having this on one day, I fancy having this on another day. In my opinion, if you can keep things as simple as basic as possible on prep, you're going to be in for a good prep. There's no doubt about that. So in terms of obviously where we're at for this prep, 15 weeks out, we've got a long way to go in terms of pulling off body fat. We obviously know that. We've got around, I think we'll be pulling off anywhere upwards of 15 kilo, I think, of fat mass there is to come off. I really do think that. Obviously we're going to take it week by week, check-in by check-in, working right up until show day. And you're going to see the physique change in this series massively, absolutely massively. Coming off the back of a recovery phase, I'm not full, but I'm not lean either. So I'm in a position where my fullness is coming and my conditioning is going to slowly and steadily come over the next 15 weeks. So you're going to see a nice little impact in terms of the way we structure things, how I'm going to grow into this prep at the same time as getting lean. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and tune in for the next one.